Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Banner Saga. Now that I have wrapped up every campaign of Wildermyth, this is what I decided I would move on to. It's been in my Steam library for a long time. It's always caught my eye. I'm very excited to play it and see what it's all about. Full disclosure, I've played a little bit of the opening segment just to see what it's all about. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for what this game has in store. I'm gonna wait just a little bit for people to file in here. And then after that, I'll go ahead and get it started. Without further ado. Hey, Common Zero. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you stopping by. We're starting off with the Banner Saga. Oh, I burped. All right. Got some people in here now. Let's go ahead and get it started. Playing a new game. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge Deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Stoic presents.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli meðal. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
man, you see that shit? What he said. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings, then click the check mark to continue. Oh, man. Is that a polar bear just chained up? Let him go. Oh my god, this game is gorgeous. Hang on, I'm gonna... There we go. Move myself over here. Options are to customize your combat experience, stat banners, initiative bar. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are in blue, the enemy is in red. It is your turn to act. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters will fill more tile than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called the Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your shield banger there to get him into attack range. To target an enemy, click the tile where they stand. Allied tiles are blue, enemies are red. You can choose to attack either the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. Their buffs and debuffs can also be viewed here. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you now do 2 less damage. Oh, interesting. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. This enemy only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength, then confirm your choice. Oh, he's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is later used to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is your enemy. The turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield breaker's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range to all these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited use resource, so use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, a character can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing lines beneath your enemy shows how close you have to be to get in range. Move your Warhawk into attack range now. Norse Fire Emblem? Pretty much. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk to access his ability. Clicking your character's tile will bring up all of his combat options, including move, ability, attack, and end turn. Click the purple ability now. The ability description appears in the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam into multiple enemies at once. Click and then confirm your choice. Oh, pillage! That made quick work of your chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only one enemy left, the players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order is changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Click the fist, and then click the stars above to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click a star and then the green check mark to kill this enemy. Your foe's lying dead at your feet. Woo!
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Man, this game is so fucking cool, you guys. Chapter 1, Only the Sun Has Stopped. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase.
Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is? The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Have they explained why some have horns? No. We literally just got into the game. I have no idea.
What does he want exactly? Skull thinks that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us.
Oh, market. Also, fuck yeah, Yellow Clan is in power, boy. What the fuck? Everyone made such a big fucking deal about Cuphead. But look at this game. I hadn't even heard of this game. Look at how gorgeous this is. All this shit is rotoscoped? No way. When did this come out? When did the Banner Saga come out? Alexa, when was the Banner Saga released?
The Banner Saga was released on February 25th, 2013.
2013. Fucking 9 years ago. Just about. People weren't shitting their pants about this game. I hadn't even heard of it. Everyone come to their briefers about Cuphead, though. Fuck.
Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. I don't talk... They don't talk to me.
I'll say nothing. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Hod's assortment of junk across the ground.
Gods, Eric laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Skalfings? Noblemen up by East Wall, but that was months ago last I know.
Hod skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over. Your bodyguard steps forward.
Is yours.
Emperor Penguin Kind, thank you for the 33 months.
Are we done here? Gonulf, were you wearing green at the Great Hall? No, just bottom while you were rocking around. Why? You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant.
Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls.
Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Han, but he used to be Skalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall. Best I can tell. The name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I remind him.
This is fun. I get to practice my Norse accents. Double the usual. You arrive in front of the what must be nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard.
I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get this over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go.
Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table with his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Skalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meadsteins in the process. You can't do the cold? I am the exact opposite. I fucking love the cold. Oh, he's got the new outfit on too! Excellent. I like how our Ubin here is just standing there. Maybe it's because he's old.
Ready? Go! I was hoping for more fight than this. Look at them. It's gonna be butchery.
Oh, I can't attack diagonally? Oh, jeez. Well. Oh, damn. Oh, I Shrek'd him. Blocks damage to strength and armor for 1 round. Okay. Oh. Attack the shield. Oh god, he's going schnuts. Well, don't worry, I can go schnuts too. Always break armor before you go for health? Oh.
The pact is sealed. My power is yours.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of that problem right
The
now.
pact is sealed. My power.
And GeForce 39, thank you for the 28 months, and holy cow, thank you for the 27 months. Ooh. Oh fuck, he's dead! Shit! I'm sorry I called you a frog. Oh. Hooray! Gunelf is still alive. Ah, he's been injured. I see. Does this game have permanent death? I have no idea.
There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood.
Eric is looking out into the hall windows into the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues.
One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for Vara kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important.
Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long?
Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests have arrived.
Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor?
What is it?
If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object.
Maybe I will.
Eric and Valgard hustle for the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down on the docks. And this is where I stopped playing, so from here on, all of this is new to me. Look at that fucking fleet, man.
Vognir.
A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose.
God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon.
Must there?
Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? You're under demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberong, in fact. And glad for it.
Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or some say, the king of men, or some on his behalf.
The king's whelp.
Need a voice for him.
The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. That's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Morger? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor.
A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Give Hakon a Carl from ATHF voice. What's that? Aqua Teen Hunger Force? I'll try. This will be a bit of a voiceover exercise for me, I guess. Norwegian Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
It don't matter. None of it matters. Guess I'm off to find Morger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along.
A young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow night, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Okay. Let's have a drink with Hakon.
Scrivener!
You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over.
Went straight for a flagon. Vognir's the one who agrees to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here to the Great Hall, it was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yaks fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Yakon.
Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through a dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then.
Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine.
You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Let's go drunkenly introduce ourselves to the King of Man.
Is this the right place?
You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed.
Greetings, Prince Ludin.
Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you.
Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards.
Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why?
I work for the king, carrying ties to the capital. We crossed by chance.
Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want?
I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit.
A Varl historian? Don't you already know? Your king and mine have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities.
I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid.
Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Arenberg, and now we go to the Varl's capital city in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl.
You sound unconvinced.
There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Okay. I'm still blown away by how beautiful this game is. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if Eric had anything to do with it. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Moger steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, he's in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart.
We're ready.
You follow Moger and join the others. Usually, the smaller door set into the gates that would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there is nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think? Here we go. Oh. Okay. Is there things I could be doing here? We have great morale. We have great renown. We have great options. Oh, I think I get it. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moger, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Let's toast to Wagner. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Men and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. I'll chat with him.
Thanks for the speech,
Slurs Wagner.
It looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Moger, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then they asked me to clean up his mess, for your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy agrees to go back to Aberrong on his own, and I can take out some frustration on the dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakan. You don't like life of a diplomat. Don't you miss the fight, Ubin?
You down your mead instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head.
There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage.
Used to be warriors would follow you for what you'd done.
Isn't that why they follow you now?
Is it? Or is it because I'm next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Var.
They've always been muddy, Wagner.
Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. Oh my god. How many of these areas do they have painted up? Oh my god. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Moger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies.
Better wake up.
You nudge Wagner. You're needed.
Ah, Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested.
Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return.
How long to Grofheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map.
This is the map of the world. You can explore it by dragging the mouse to pan and use your mouse wheel to zoom. Whoa! Oh my god. What? How Where is Strand? Is it still underneath me? The location of your caravan is indicated by Ubin's icon. The world map is covered by many locations. You can explore the map at any time by clicking on locations for more information. Carlsford. The ford splitting off into Varl territory was named after Karl, the only Varl to become governor of Strand, albeit only for a short time before the title returned to human families whose ancestors originally built the city. The last gate. The crossing of a small bridge leading from Vederfell onto the Wandering Road marked a small but significant moment in which the Varl truly separated itself from humanity in search of their own lands. Oh, and this is Hron. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Hron used to be a gathering place of dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands. Busier? Busier? Busier. Busier lands of men to the south. Now the territory is almost entirely Varl. I don't see the word busier that often, apparently. Lands do be bussin'. Oh shit, this game nuts. Vederfell, named Bad Weather, the gales that blow in from the bay and around the mountain peaks keep Vederfell in a generally unpleasant state. What really cemented the name was a kind of person who would live there. Men cast out from Strand for one reason or another with nowhere else to go. And we're traveling to oh, there's Strand. We're traveling to forget the name of it. Grafheim? It started with an A, didn't it? Where we're going? Arborong is the place I'm thinking of, and that's where the prince is from. Ah! From humble beginnings to eventual seat of power for the king, Arborong is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by weaving power of the Menders. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Bro, they've got fucking obsidian walls? That's awesome. And we're heading to Grafheim, the last home of the Varl and the seat of their power, founded by Arnfenir. Arnfinner, the second Varl king. Though the Varl have moved around a lot, most consider Grofheim their capital. The deeds of the Varl are honored here, and all warriors of worth are buried at the foot of the two spears, where they are said to become part of the Varl's march itself. Interesting.
We head north, then east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. It's going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skrimmerstead? What's the point of marching? Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrimmerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers?
Luden exhales through his nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance.
Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall clip to hop off of, too. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedderfell if we're lucky.
Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will help you safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you are ready to get back to the road. Oh, well, alright then. It's gonna be this kind of game there, is it? One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes when resting in camp. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Mogre. Bring the pain. Character strikes an adjacent enemy for armor break damage before hunkering down and bolstering his passive ability. Return the favor to return even more break damage for one turn. By using Bring the Pain, he can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against him. Okay. He's a shield master. Hakon is a war master. Sundering Impact. The character hits even harder than an average warrior with no chance to miss. He can wreak havoc with an additional +1 strength and adds +1 break damage to the target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Sundering Impact is best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around as possible in a single strike. Luden is a spear master. The character skewers his enemy, doing normal strength damage before kicking them away, doing knockback and causing them to bleed. If they move on their next turn, the target who is bleeding will take 1 strength damage for each tile they move, which can be especially deadly for enemies that are moved against their will. And then there's our boy, Gunnulf, who deserves a promotion. He's a rank 2 Warhawk. And he looks like a frog. This unit has points available to spend on improving stats. Okay. This game was called Oregon Trail with Vikings. Yeah, that seems about right. Morale improved. Let's rest for another day. And now let's leave camp.
Weatherfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
I love seeing all our little units.
By Adderberg, that's a lot of war for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army.
He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf.
Where have your cattle gone?
Wouldn't know. My boy's seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself.
Skulfings out there, maybe. Could they have Var working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around here and get camp set up.
The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting around as the caravan sets up tents.
We'll be here no more than a day. Here's a silver for any food you've got.
For hundreds of Var? Are you serious?
Whatever you're willing to sell.
You're thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Luden?
It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. Oh shit. Clicking any tile will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. Now select the next waypoint. Okay. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up 2 tiles away. Click the top right banner to compare your stats.
Compare your stats. Now click the enemy to the target.
Armor blocks on strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there is a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit is shown at the attack button. Attack this enemy's strength. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Oh! Alright, get him, Gunnulf. Good old Gunnulf. Oh! Well, wasn't big enough to get my... Oof. Oof. Spin! Oh! Oh! Maybe I should focus on this guy first. Boy. Ooh. Shit. Oh. Die. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to my horn. My Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Oof. Ooh. Hey. Cut it out. Oh. Hey. Oh. Here. Oh. That. Woo! Tempered by blood, pain, and resolve, the Mogre is ready for a promotion, and Gunnulf is injured again. Okay, alright. I see.
Trying to get yourself killed, Ludin? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot between the plates. You never seen a dredge, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there.
Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. Oh shit. That was Vognir? Oh fuck. Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Varl king lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood.
Ognir's dead.
Chapter 2, Cut with Keen-Edged Sword. Oh!
You worship me, mortal.
Where did that thing come from?
Shh! Stay close.
I think it saw us. Deployment happens before battle. Click your units, Rook and Alette, to deploy them with the blue squares. Okay. Orange squares indicate the range of the unit's attack. Archers like Rook and Alette have a much longer range than melee units. Oof! Have her move back a little bit. No, lady! Get away from her, you bitch! There we go. Woo!
Was that a dredge?
Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest.
It was. Let me see. Are you hurt?
No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yaks bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction.
All that food. That's the last we were going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think.
If we hurry, we can gather them before more dredge appear.
I can see them in the trees.
Are you sure about this?
No. We have to try. Be quick.
Alette calms the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When the supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster the supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel. On the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell as well as a few items. I'm gonna stretch. Yoy.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Fucking Cuphead. The more I think about it, the more pissed I am. Like, how are people not still talking about this game, even 9 years after the fact? Cuphead's getting a Netflix show. Where's the fucking Banner Saga Netflix show, huh? And the real shit kicker, this game's got multiplayer! Fucking Cuphead still doesn't! I'm pissed. Isn't Cuphead 2-player? Yeah, not online, though. Just got the notification Monty's trying to kill me tonight. Well, she can try. Ivor! The enormous Varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach.
Already back, Huntmaster. I thought you'd be tomorrow.
Dredge! Everywhere! Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring and they gather around you. Damn it. They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams from the outskirts. People are running towards the great hill. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take a lead to the great hall. Tell the chieftain what is happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait, I want to help. Let them fight, Ivor. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. They soon have to deal with it. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Bah! Egil, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside, then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. I've made my choice. I'm allowing her to fight. Ooh, I see I'm in the foreground. God, what the fuck? I'm going insane. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we have to keep this up? You ask. Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Almost went Wolfgang there for a second. Turn order. Units move in the order you place them in from left to right. This initiative order is very important for setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can stay safe behind your heavy... I thought that said heavy titties for a second. Stay safe behind my heavy titties. My cracking bazoombas. My bonker-on conkadoos. My fucking fabric-stretching sex mounds. Drag the unit icons to rearrange the turn order. We got Egil, we got Ivor, we got Alette, and we got Rook. I like the name Rook. Items. Alette's bracelet, lovingly made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. I think we're ready. Good rogue name. But he's a ranger, though.
He even kind of looks like Aragorn. Oh, Egel's got more health. But you've got more health by far. Does... Oh, he does have a bow. Oh! Oh, you fucked up now, bonk! Alright, Egil. Show him how brave you are, Egil. Oh, fuck. Oh! Oh, God, he's fucking going for it, isn't he? Alright. Oh, fuck, he's back. Shit! Ooh. What? Nanny? Oof! Wait a minute. Trying to get the armor as low as possible. Die! Oh god, he's going down! Or maybe not. Oh, I should have done the thing, actually. Oh, fuck. Oh! Reduce the gosh dang armor. Alright. Fucking get it, Ivor. Get it, Egil. Yeah, I like those odds. Woo! Woo! Ivor is ready for a promotion, and he fucking deserves it too. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of a battle if it ever leaves you frustrated or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the options menu to change difficulty. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty at any time. It has no effect on the story or the choices you make. Well, Mama didn't raise no bitch, so... A black horde is forming at the tree line.
Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone.
I will keep watch. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of a house. It silently looms over Alette. its face an expressionless stony mask more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow as it pulls back an enormous mace. Run at it, axe ready. You launch yourself, and Alette turns towards you with confusion on her face. She then looks behind her and freezes in her tracks. The dredge is too far to reach in time. Suddenly, Egil is between the dredge and Alette, his shield above him. The black stone mace falls. Egil's shield crumples, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Ivor is there, his sword run through the neck of the dredge.
He's gone.
Ivor says, looking over the boy's shattered skull. Alette gasps, her hands to her mouth.
I'm checking the other houses. See if you can find anyone, and then meet me at the Great Hall.
Shit! Egil fucking died. Choices in this game start to have big consequences. While courage can be rewarding, it can also be dangerous. I see. Well, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. I'll see you in a bit. I am back. Let us talk to Ivor.
You find anyone? A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family. Thought... I've forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look. As long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better.
I'm peeling an orange. Gotta get that vitamin C for the winter. Is it? It's not winter officially. Alexa, when does winter start?
In the United States, winter begins on Tuesday, December 21st.
Oh shit.
They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then we'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside.
Increase your item rank, Ivor. Oh, yeah. Mark it. What is this? Halden's Razor, a well-honed razor crafted by Halden, known for his steady hand, calm presence, and a will to exceed limits. Fragments of shattered dredge obsidian, carefully ground to a powder, will sometimes explode when applied to a weapon. What the fuck? Statue of a sightless man. A figurine occasionally carried by older warriors who believe it could temporarily blind their enemies. Well, shit. I'm... Do I have... Oh! Rook must be rank 5 to a... Oh, shit. Well, what an investment I've made. Alright, well, let's get out there.
Rook, thank the gods you made it.
The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families.
Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling abound. Ransacking houses.
The chieftain's wife finds you pushing through the crowd.
They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked?
Oh, hi, Elsa. It's time to see what you can do.
Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, not so easily done. Rook?
It's not a decision I care to make. I trust Ivor. The chieftain sighs, a deep and heavy breath slumping. He looks years older.
I imagined us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Dredge are coming down from the north. Frostfeller to the west. It's close and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skogar in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction and go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostfeller.
Do we abandon the storehouse?
If we have to, we'd be leaving behind everything but the supplies you brought, Rook. On the other hand, Frostfeller's at least a week away. I'm not sure we've got that much food. It'll be cutting it close. If we're saddled with heavy carts, it'll be almost impossible to outpace the dredge. And if we run out of food before we get to Frostveller, it won't matter how many escape. I still say let me handle the dredge.
Well, we saved some of the supplies from the cart. He said they're about a week out, and we've got supplies for 20 days. So I think I'll go ahead and join with a distraction.
Ivor usually knows what he's talking about. I'll join him.
The chief thinks for a long moment.
I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan. Ivor? Nope.
Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. Chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow.
Fine. I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear.
This is so cool. Alette finds you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come with you. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. Okay, Alette, just promise to listen. I promise, she says. Ivor soon finds you both.
Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just trying to get their attention.
You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them.
We'll kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow.
You steel yourself for a tough fight. Fuck. Odd leaf. She's an odd leaf, all right. Not Odd Leaf Erickson. Targets a tile and stuns the enemy who steps in it with a rain of arrows. Oh fuck! What are you doing? Ah, fuck. Promotion. Oof. Oof. Ooh, don't do it, fucker. Woohoo! Eagle Eye. Aw, she. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you are eventually able to lose them in the thick woods, where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleaf is the first one to spot them. There! She points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. A group has gathered near the rear of the caravan. Oddleaf walks beside the covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. Should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on to Frostfeller in silence. Alet's hand firmly on your own. Aw, man, the chiefterman died. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance back towards the You glance back toward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear.
We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should just be ahead.
Slow the pace so everyone can catch up.
Give the others a chance to find us.
You tell those around you at the front. You beckon the strangers to pick up their feet, eventually bringing the caravans back together. However, many curse the slower pace and the lost time. Oh, fuck. Morale. None. What the heck is that thing?
Far enough for today, I think.
After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Hridvalder.
What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly they were a dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it.
Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. What do we do if we run into more dredge? You mean when? I'll be honest with you, these men can't take on dredge by themselves. I expect we'll lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run. Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to have to fight, and there are going to be deaths. Gods be damned, why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Pah! Men are a plague on the world worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor.
You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The Godstone looms overhead. The massive eyes of Hridvalder looking the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors, not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hridvalder was the god of hunters and wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted as in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being filled with dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. "I made this for you," she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. "Thank you for saving my mama," she says before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down and it's time to move on to Frostfeller. It sounds like an end more than a start. Bjarken Rune! Bjark and Bjark! Oh, shit. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. "We've seen the dredge in your wake," says one. "We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill the supply wagons." An inherent fear of strangers mutters from the caravan. "What are you doing out here alone?" "We were hunting for food when the dredge found our village," says the man. "When we returned..." He looks away, unable to finish. I'll allow the men to join you. "If you'll be no cause for trouble, then come along," you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. See, it pays to have a little faith in your fellow man sometimes. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and ends up splashing mead on a warrior's face. A brawl erupts, many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Raffensvarter, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Uh... I don't really feel like tying him up. I'll encourage the others to let the issue drop.
We're all on edge, he replied to the crowd. Does anyone here not deserve a strong drink right now? Let him walk it off.
The caravan mutters in lukewarm agreement and gets ready to travel again. Could have gone worse, you think? The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostvalor with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Let's all go to the market. Let's all go to the...
To control a video device with your voice, you need to connect it first. In the Alexa app,
Alexa? She just triggered herself. Bad. What is this? Dragonstone. Unusual carved stone is warm to the touch, and holding it fills you with steely resolve. Pewter coins pressed with ancient symbols of respect, often laid on the foreheads of those who have fallen in battle. 1 will per kill? Oh shit. That sounds fucking awesome. We'll shore up, get 10 days worth of supplies. Go to the Hall of Heroes. See what the fuck is up. 15% dodge. Dodge caravan. What does will do again? This is willpower, right? Oh no, this is will. Will Sassa. Mm. Mm. Hello, Stumpy. Nobody's injured, so I think Frostvalor. Once sitting upon the bank of a wide lake, when the Nordfelling turned to a waste, the city of Frostfeller became a tattered bastion blasted by the freezing winds that roll through the valley. Those who live here still are not known for their hospitality. I think we can leave. So this is sort of like Oregon Trail meets Fire Emblem-ish. Oddleif died of dysentery. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. "My name is Hogan," says one, gesturing to the other. "My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostfeller." A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. "Shut your mouth, Hogan!" he screams. "My name's Hogan, brother. My name's Hogan." What's going on? "These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here." "True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die." Oh my god. Are they exactly the same? Hogan Logan Mogan was his name? Twin Hogans? The Mega Powers! "Well, let me tell you something, brother." "The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skoger. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert." Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. "You both know what would happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned? Nobody leaves!" There won't be anything to There won't be anything to tend once the dredge arrive. Dredge my ass! I don't know what the scam this time is, Hogan, but you've got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground! Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Ooh, boy. I'm thinking. These villagers are trying to kill these two brothers who are abandoning them? Or something?
Crazy!
Brothers,
Brothers. What do you think, chat? My wise counsel, what do you think? Should we help the brothers Hogan and Mogan? Or should we side with the villagers? Or should we not get involved? You've played this game so you can only give nebulous advice? Fair enough. Also, is this a random event or is it scripted? I'm assuming it's scripted. Some are random, but this one is scripted? Gotcha. Alright. My council has decided that we're going to side with the brothers. Ivor steps forward. The thugs hesitate as you pull your axe. You notice that Alette is nowhere to be seen. Oh fuck. It is Hogan and it is Mogan. They look exactly the fucking same. Mogan has a scar over his face, and Hogan... Jesus Christ. It's Hogan's time, brother. Bloody Flail. A series of strikes, each randomly attacks strength or armor. Oh, interesting. Got his ass. What? What?
Badass!
Oh.
Didn't have the stream points to do this, but activate wings lol.
I went behind the wrong guy. Well, activate wings if you so wish. Ooh! Got his ass. Got his ass. Hogan. The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon, many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alette, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually, you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. Ooh. 30 supplies! Holy shit! Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that's happened since we left Skoger. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? It looks that way. Oh, then that means... You're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skoger throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. They would have killed others. But how do you know which ones are bad? Because the Dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? I'm glad you don't want to. Alette smiles at this, then her face sinks again. I guess I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a great job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing up new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skoger is your burden now. Ooh. And Oddleaf wants to have a little powwow.
How are you doing, Odd?
I'm alright.
Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman.
It's funny. My father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? uh... People look up to you.
People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard.
You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked.
You asked me to come find you.
Yes, it's about the banner. Thought about it for a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened.
Why me?
He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave, our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. Come on, Rook, this isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How would that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. Giving up a position of power because it's a man's world. Although she doesn't, it seems like she doesn't have a desire. It seems like she doesn't have a desire to really lead. I could be reading that wrong, but oh.
I'll do my best.
I think so too. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder and she heads back to camp. Morale is improved. Don't count the women out? Well, I'll try not to, but, you know. Women. Am I right, fellas? Alette, where'd you get off to? Yeah, gosh dang Goofaloopus. Hurt? It's Hogan, brother. Gotta run wild. Breaking news. Noted Twitch streamer and voice actor Connor McKinley canceled on his own stream. Doesn't appear to be a market around here. Oh, shit. I don't want to do the mock battle, fuck. The training tent allows you to test your party against a team of clansmen at equal power. Training fights never injure your allies or grant renown, but they do let you test strategies and safety. Hogan, brother. What? Oh, shit. What? Get back here, brother. Ooh. A weakened foe is often better than a dead one. Ooh. Oh God, Hogan, brother. Lol. brother. Oh, fuck, Hogan died.
The practice
Gentleman Indigo, thank you for the 33 months.
is yours.
Oh, wow. Oof. Die. Okay. Oh, do those promotions go through? Hot damn. All right. I guess it's time we hit the road then. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack.
We recognize the place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we'll have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week.
I'll wish the fighters well. You nod your understanding.
Kin is kin.
You say.
Do what you must to protect them.
The man claps you on the shoulder and the fighters depart. Complaints of Raffensvarter's excessive drinking have resurfaced. God damn it, Raffensvarter. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting the company wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Raffensvarter's leg before leading him to you. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Raffensvarter groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit before being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Raffensvarter manages to find another drink, whether you allow it or not. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Raffensvarter, the unabashed drunk staggering towards you, looking not entirely God damn it! He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Raffensvarter. Just in case, I'm gonna ready myself against Dredge.
There'll be time for that later.
You tell the men.
For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest
passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Raffensvarter bursts into laughter, and you're sure there were never any Dredge. Not long after, Raffensvarter goes missing, and nobody searches for him or seems to mind.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Should have killed that motherfucker. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing to the point of Frostfeller for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill.
This is not looking good.
Why are there so many people in the fields?
We can't stay outside in the open like this.
Oddleif finds you among the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varro from Blotsbolker, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellir has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they closed the gates. Hang on, I gotta take off my hat. Hurting my ears. I think the shine on my hair is getting caught by the fucking Hey! There we go. That'll work for now.
When the dredge come, the hills will turn red. We have to get in there.
Let's lay low and see what happens. I want to know more about what's going on in there.
I want to know more about what's going on in there.
I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate.
I can get that gate open.
Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates.
I wasn't going to break it, just push it really hard.
It's time for the color blue. Oh, fuck. Blue. Well, let's go to market, see what they've got. +2 aggro. A gleaming gemstone that seems to drive enemies into a frothing rage for no reason. Eight days worth of supplies. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There were a lot of wounded people here, adds Alette. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded and noise. Well, we'll tend to the wounded. Alette and Oddleaf spend the day along with others in your caravan treating wounds, most of which came from archers at the gates. I overheard from one woman that the city had been sending carts with food around, Oddleaf tells you.
Could be a way in,
Ivor replies.
Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in.
Oddleaf protests. Aside from leading into a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Wait and comfort them, I think.
Keep your sword down until we need it.
You tell Ivor.
We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight.
Early the next day, you spot another cart leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach.
Stop. My friend wanted to talk to you. It's not what I wanted.
I think I can guess why.
If we knew there were more fighters and Varl out here, Ekil might have brought you into the city. you can get us into the city? Not up to me. I'll take you if you want. Why would this Ekel let us in? Better let him explain.
Fine, let's go. He nods, and you follow him back up the gates, where they open the doors for you. A man clad in black approaches as you step inside.
What in the depths is this?
Oh god, you see his eye twitching? The man orders his guard to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice.
You said you wanted fighters. You heard about the chieftain?
We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall.
Oh, really? You think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here?
Soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head.
That's the short story, anyway.
At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious.
We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap.
You've got some people who can fight, you've got your own Varl, that counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and take back Frostweather.
I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad.
Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of these damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. We'll join you for now.
Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea.
Ekil shouts to his men, and with the gates closed, you follow him down with obscured alleys.
Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor.
Chapter 3, Little Did They Sleep. Oh, shit!
Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too.
You perk up, just now realizing Moger has been talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting.
Hakon? I heard you. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric. I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants the dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then.
You're sure that wound is healed, Luton?
I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Vognir's dead. There's no reason to stay. What do you expect me to do? Go back to my father and tell him one Var died so the alliance is over? He has a point. As Vognir's Kender, you have the same responsibilities, Hakon. He would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the Wandering Road or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stomps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering Road's not an option with this many. I would crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this camp. What do I tell the others, Hakon? He's a warrior, so... Tell them we don't stop until Schlid is retaken. Glad to hear it. Give the word and we'll be off.
Schlid. Oh, Schlid.
You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Well. I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business. But I never knew him. Never got the chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Bar listened. I knew that. I could use help here.
The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment.
I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Var. Mogur's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Arnberg for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. Ha! You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I guess. I heard you were a terror back in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we are, yet naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grafheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another named Krumer is close, I think. But the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, though. Although...
The Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of your current situation. You chuckle.
Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for your under now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me.
I'm gonna talk myself raw at this rate.
Here we go! I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady, old Mogre. Steady, old Mogre, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Threw together this many Varl. Half of them want to hit each other, the rest just want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal, I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad either, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Irsa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I overheard some of the Varl call her the witch. Why? Flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am. Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varro to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it.
Who would have expected Vognir to drop like that to a couple of slag?
I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it.
Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid.
That's asking a lot.
What were you holding back about Vognir?
I'd rather not say, Hakon.
Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it.
If you say so, keep it to yourself.
If there's a reason to bring it up again, I will.
Let's get back to it.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I will.
Fuck. I'll have to give him a promotion. Ah, there's no rest option. Shit. Woo!
Look at that, says Moger. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush it there and slaughter them. Luden overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did.
We'll deal with it ourselves.
The caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside to take care of the dredge. You tell Luden to stay by the caravan. He folds his arms and mutters something about being treated like a child. Oh yeah! It's Eric, baby! Promotion. Funny noise. That is a lot. No. Spain. Oh, not what I wanted, but all right. Oof. Yoink. Oof. Die. Die. Pillage. Die. My renown grows. Oh, hell yeah, Gunnulf. Hakon. You can hear Luden's hard-booted trot as you set up camp for the first day and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear you plan to kill a lot of dredge on the way. Am I right? In fact, I plan to go out of my way to kill them. I shouldn't be surprised, but don't assume only Devar can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim. The banner of Aberong. I insist on joining battle. I am Spanish now for some reason. Almost gutted in your first encounter, ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. And, I expected more resistance. From Vognir, maybe. They tell me you were his kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities?
In my own way. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now.
Ludin looks as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. On exertion, you've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than just 1 star to your attack? Upgrading 3 exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack, or move 3 spaces further. Remember, each stat is equally important. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see what these people want.
You have a moment?
As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type.
You're Bercy.
You're Hakon. We've gotten out of the way, haven't we? We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we?
I had some questions.
Say what you want to say.
What's a Varl doing working for Ludin?
What's a Varl doing working for Ludin?
What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludin killed.
He's important to you.
No, but that's one way to put it.
Where'd you learn to fight?
Same way as you, by fighting.
You know what I mean.
I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Not anymore?
I've had a lot of jobs.
Can I trust you?
What a loaded question. Depends what you mean.
Whose back will you have if things go wrong?
Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out.
Does Ludin understand that?
Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to.
You laugh at the unexpected gouge. Bercy grins, pleased with himself.
I won't keep you any longer.
See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl.
You could join us.
I am where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive, got it?
As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Who's this lady?
Irsa, right?
She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent.
No, here for you.
Oh?
Can we talk?
Irsa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low.
Why not?
I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time.
You don't talk?
No,
You do, though.
I don't. She smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game.
You're Ludin's bodyguard.
No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed.
You are his personal guard, though.
Her expression changes to that of course.
How did you end up with someone like Ludin?
Luck.
It's about the flaming arrows.
She raises a brow. She raises an brow. Oh wait, no, she raises an eyebrow. It turns out I was the stupid one all along.
Varl and fire don't get along.
All you get is a shrug.
If you're going to use them.
She pulls an arrow. There's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground smoldering. Half the camp is turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. She watches you expectantly.
Well, this has been fun.
She crosses her arms, hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side.
Until next time, Irsa.
Hako. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts a forefinger to her lip with a soft shh. You depart. Not sure what to make of that. She just shot a bird for no fucking reason. What a psycho. Well, off we go, I guess. Booker! You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors.
I'm happy to stomp as much slags as the next. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varar, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon,
Says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot.
Not willing to die for him either.
Can't believe Greckles is fucking dead. I know. I'll challenge the Varl to a fight.
Who will you take orders from?
You ask loudly.
Vognir's dead. We can decide right now.
You raise your fists, and he does the same, reluctantly. His best shot's not bad, but you've had a lot worse. You grab him by the horns and swing his entire massive frame through the air and plant him in the ground.
What's his name?
You ask his companions.
Gris. Take care of Gris.
You reply. You hear them laughing at his misfortune as you wander off. A small gathering of tents comes into view. A group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here.
We camped out at the Godstone ahead of us,
one tells you.
leaving an offering to Dengler, as one does.
His expression turns.
Dredge start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We'd been dodging them since we left.
I will assure them the way the strand is clear and send them off. They thank you profusely, and one stops as he passes.
If you're passing by Dengler, do me a favor. My wife's brother stayed behind. You know him by a necklace with many rings on it. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You nod. After a short time, they continue on. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then to Moker, who tells you, Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vederfell, and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plodded onto them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asks Mo. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. Or you can take the burden on yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Dredge lie in the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 478 of them. You have 185 fighters and 466 Varl at your side. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Thank you for redeeming the hydrate. Good time to press my advantage. Formations! You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain and morale and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. You start rallying your forces to gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Oh yeah! Her. Lol. Keep Percy down there, I suppose. Alright, Luden. Just completely bypassing him? Well, alright. Oof. Yeah. Hey!
Give him the old crackle bones.
Crazy!
See, brother, we have 3 big guys to their 2. We will before
God.
the block freezes over.
Well, damn it, she can't do anything. What the fuck? Oof. Ooh. Oh. Oh, what? Why did it hit the gosh dang guy? Oh. Oof. Oof. Oh my god. Die. Wow. Oof. Oof. Oh. Get him. Oh. Get his ass. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You can take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. You wouldn't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might reveal some items they took from previous victims. I'm gonna pull back before they regroup. The dredge give you a wide berth and scatter into the distance. Woo! Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop out of breath. "Dredge! That direction!" You overhear him tell Ludin. "About a day away. They found a village." You ask what they're doing. "Tearing the place apart," he says. "Maybe 1,000 of them or more looking for gods knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual." Ludin is uncharacteristically silent. We need to see what you say. Get closer before making a move. You set out at a slow march, moving as quietly as an army can. It'll be another half a day before you spy the village. When they come into view, you'll make a plan. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. A Varl approaches. "We had words earlier," says Griss. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. "You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side." Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You've got one shot. You tell him to report to Mulgar. "I don't sit on the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody will lose sleep over it." He nods and goes to speak with Mulgar. I am going to camp. Promotion! You're close enough to hear dredge rattling through the buildings below. The village seems to slither. "Pull them out of the houses," Mulgar suggests. "Slag can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field." Take the fight to them! You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long, the dredge have gathered, ready for a fight. Dredge line the battlefield. Weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be 551 of them. You have 181 fighters and 456 Varl at your side. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Let's fucking charge, then! You consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down the enemy. It will throw you into the thick of battle where the fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. You gather your allies and tell them to get ready to lead the attack. Yes.
War! War! Yeah! What is it good for? For absolutely nothing.
Oh! Shit. Woo! Oof! 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 Die! Die! Oof. God. Oof. Oof. Damn it. Oof. No. Here. Oof. Ludin is just smashing these guys. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. Pull back before they regroup. Our renown grows. Bodies blanket the area as though the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors, taking account of your warriors. Eventually, you cross paths with Moger.
This was a tough one,
He says,
Hope we don't face worse the further we go. But this could be the hint of things to come.
You nod.
Let's check out that village.
The wounded are gathered, and you head towards what is left of the village. Ed. You wander through the small village where there had been a cacophony of battle before. Now, the eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of dredge and villagers make a macabre path to houses that have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Irsa stops in her tracks. Hear that? She almost whispers. It sounds like crying, as soon as you discover a trapdoor partially hidden by a carpet. Open the hatch. A woman's scream dies in her throat at the sight of Varl instead of Dredge. Men and women both are huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They are clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do now? They ask. Go to Strand. We've cleared the way. They give you worrying looks, but eventually begin gathering their things.
Think they'll make it?
Asks Moger, doubt in his voice. You don't know, but trying has got to be better than starving to death in a pit. Eric watches.
I almost feel guilty about this,
He says.
I know Strand. Even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but... well, maybe literally. I might join them.
But he's so good.
Go if you wish.
Then I will, he says. He throws on his pack and soon catches up with the refugees. Well. I think with that, it's just about midnight. So I'll go ahead and call it here for the evening. Thank you so much for stopping by for the first episode of the Banner Saga, everybody. This is so far a fantastic game, and I cannot wait to get even more into it. Let's figure out where we should send you. It looks like Monty's still streaming. I'll go ahead and send her. I'll send you her way. Behold my army of warlocks. Our raid message will be Eldritch Blast. As I say, behold my army of warlocks. You all have to wait until I say, behold my army of warlocks, before you start saying Eldritch Blast. All right, take care, everybody. Get her.
Well, if it isn't the man of the hour. I'm on